I bought this house after it was abandoned for 17 years. Now I'm trying to turn it into my dream home. This is a one-man operation and I'm doing all the work myself. In the last few episodes, I started rebuilding the collapsed extension. I poured my first footer ever. I built my first block wall foundation. We made a thing, gang. And today, I have to remove 16 feet of load-bearing wall, without the house collapsing, of course. Yeah. And that will make way for what will one day be an open concept living room and kitchen. We'll take a side trip to tame some jungle with our remote-controlled lawnmower, and if all goes well, we'll put in the first new floor joist to see if I actually got the foundation right. Moment of truth. Boy, howdy, we got a big one this week, gang. I gotta remove 18 feet of load-bearing wall to make way for our new floor joists by myself. I think I can do it. I think. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Between the Sharks. This wall's gonna stay, that wall's gonna go. The goal is to just get a clear spot to start adding our floors from in that room to this point, connecting to that wall. I kind of think there is a plan here. Remember, this is a one-man operation, so order of operations counts a lot. For this wall, it's mostly floating. It's not really touching anything. Theoretically, all the weight is on this stud wall here. And then we've got to deal with getting from this floor joist out to there. I've already added this wall to take the weight that's on this wall. This wall, at least on this side, is loose. You can see it wiggling. The beam is not moving, so I just added supports to the beam, to the ground. Now granted, if this magically took the weight instead of this, it would probably break all the screws because that's the only thing that would be supporting it if this was the only thing. But it's not. I got this whole wall. So I think I'm just gonna systematically start taking the wall down from one side to the other. I had reasons for not doing that, and mostly because I was intimidated. And if I do it slow, I don't know, keep the house more closed in. But it occurs to me, I'm gonna leave the beam up until the new beam goes in above it. Nothing to it but to do it. This door is finally gonna go. We're gonna work from this way over. This might end up being a real big day. This door's been trying to come out for a while. Here we go. Karate! Karate too. So now that's the bottom of the beam. I'm gonna put a compression leg in right here. It's just one more layer of keep the house from falling down. I don't think it's in danger of it, but it's cheap insurance. Just think about it, gang. One day, this could be you. Cutting out a load-bearing wall with a cheap Sawzall. Ain't no big deal. It's part of the, I guess, the numbskull leisure society there. You take all the money you've earned that you could use for leisure and all the time that you got that you could use for leisure, and instead put them both into yet another project. Boy, howdy. Could be on a beach somewhere. Wouldn't be any more expensive. In fact, probably save a lot of money. Whew. All right, I'm gonna put a leg in here. We're just gonna keep on taking the wall out. That's great. All right, gang, let's take a quick look at the structure. Loose term there. This is all wiggly and loose, right? So it is attached to the beam, so we've got to deattach it to the beam. But you can see the only thing not supported by the beam, the last roof rafter. The beam is being supported by this leg, this leg, this leg, this leg, this leg. And if that's not enough, the rafters are all attached to the ceiling joists. The ceiling joists are all supported by this stud wall. So theoretically, we are still carrying the load safely, and we can continue on removing the rest of this wall. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Dudes, this was a long time coming. In fact, in a weird way, I didn't think I'd get this far today, and the day ain't over yet. The guy can start to imagine how to get from that floor joist back yonder over to our new foundation. Like, it's pretty wild stuff. Yeah. This is it's intense. Whew. This thing is the world's most practical battle bomb. Links in the description if you need one. I highly recommend it. Boy howdy, just confirmed everything with Mr. Beep Beep. Once our sill plate's in, we're gonna need 2 layers of tuba fur, tuba 8, tuba 6, tuba 10, whatever I want to tuba, and a layer of 3/4. I mathed all this out, but I forgot. It was a long time ago. Our next support's about 4 feet that way, so this is a little worse for wear. Just gonna aim to lift this up a little bit, just give it a new temporary support while we work out all of this razzmatazz. We definitely need to get under that, so this should allow us to do that. Yeah. Yeah. We'll find something good in there eventually. There we go. It's interesting because I've lifted this up once already, Guess that's where that was. A lot of Rice Krispie sounds. Oh, there we go. You know, this is probably a mixture of termites and water damage. Water damage came first through that big hole right there that never got fixed. And, you know, critters come later to help return it to the earth. It's their job, man. That's what they do. We got the weight off it, so that's good. We lifted it a little too high, but I think it's going to settle. And if it doesn't, we'll drop it down by like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch at some point. Definitely created a high spot that wasn't there. But I'm going to give it a few days before I decide to jack it up on both sides and lower that to a 1-inch piece. Know what I'm saying, team? Because I think it's going to come down. Well, that's interesting. It means that we just lifted this section here. That's funny, which is fine, which is actually going to work to our advantage. So we'll take advantage of that right now, leaving everything where it is, and we'll put in our new pieces right here. Scared me. Got a little bit of a squall. It's fine. Fine. Well, my work area is now a swamp. Like, if you happen to step into it, it's like wet cement. But if you try to walk across it, it's like black ice. Which means, you know, I might fall down. It might be pretty funny. If you did my calculus right, this height is now the same height as that sill plate sitting out there as an example on our block wall that we made. Yeah, we did. I didn't know how to do that. I don't really know how to do it now, but you know, I know more than I used to because I made it. Well, this one's not even there. This one's just sitting there waiting to fall over and hit me in the head, so it's a good thing I remembered that. Birds are singing. Since it rained, it's 112% humidity. So my brain's been in a sauna for the last 4 or 5 hours. I think I'm having a transcendental experience. Something else that keeps coming up in the comments is PPE and my own personal safety, and I always appreciate the reminder, so much so that the fine people at Brunt Workwear sent me a pair of boots. So these are their Bulldog 9-inch waterproof pull-on boots. It's actually really nice. So these guys propose they make the most comfortable work boot available on the market. No break-in period, comfortable, ready to go. I think it's safe to say, because they saw that I use my old worn-out running shoes, that comfort is a high priority to me. No tread at all on these. But these soles are slip resistant, oil resistant, and heat resistant to over 500 degrees. So I think that's a little bit better than what I've been working with lately. I mean, these are really comfortable, especially for a composite safety toe. Thanks, guys. I'm actually really happy about these. So if you're interested in getting a set of Brunt work boots for yourself, check out the website. They got all different styles available. Use my code for $10 off. And if you don't like them, just send it back. That's the policy. They make a really good first impression, I'll tell you that much. They're really comfortable. Well, gang, there you have it. We have gotten rid of a load-bearing wall. Make no mistake about it. So today we got to do the full junk shuffle. We made quite a mess removing that load-bearing wall behind me. And there is a lot of wreckage laying around. Man, that's a lot of stuff. That's heavy too. Found a full jar of peanut butter. I thought, man, that's it. This is where the money stash is. And then I opened it, it's still sealed. So we should probably try that later. I think I'm gonna dig some ditches right now and try to get a line from this low spot by this foundation where I had to dig into the water line and just carry that down to this French drain, because this becomes a swimming pool. And it's not a cement pond, it is a mud pond. All right, dig a ditch. Can do. Well, it's already raining, so we'll see how we do. This is a little trenching shovel. These things are great for digging little trenches. That's why they're called that. It's a thunderstorm siren. Well, we're still gonna try. Let's see what we can do. I've seen people line these things up and then whack it with a hammer to mark where the J-bolts are underneath, but I think we're just gonna measure. Maybe use a speed square. It's gonna be okay, I think. All right, let's see how we do here. Perfect. This is going to be that number plus a 1/4 inch for the 1/2 inch bolt. We're going to drill an oversized hole, so we'll call that 4 3/4. The only issue we got here is we're going to be drilling with a spade bit, and if I guess wrong, it's hard to open these up. They like to use that point to stay centered and not like go flying all over the place with sharp and pointy bits. You dig, dig. All right, we'll do that for the rest. Drill some holes and see if we got it. Guess we'll do 2 rows of it. How do we do? Well, golly. If you guys didn't know any better, you might think I knew what I was doing. Ha. Man, oh man. If Annie M had these, her house wouldn't have blown away. Yoink. Kind of monkeyed up that first one, but it's gonna be okay. I can feel it. It's gonna be fine. All right, dudes and dudettes, this is actually really huge. We've repaired a lot of stuff. We've definitely demoed a lot of stuff. Well, trash is building up over there. We've definitely built some new stuff, but this is, I don't know, to me it's a major turning point. I've never built a foundation before. So all the stuff I've done inside with the repairs and the demo, got some experience with that, but this is, building one of these things is new. And if I can do it, you can do it, you know what I mean? I think it turned out pretty good. We got a long way to go, but it's the right direction, you know what I mean? The right direction. Get in there. Man, I got a truck full of floor joists that I'm itching to get started on, but unfortunately we got more demo to do, which I knew about. This is going to be the height of our band joist and our floor joist, so we got to get into this and get this siding off at that level. That'd be really easy if I had a circ saw with a blade on it, but I don't think I do here, so we're just going to have to rip and tear. Rip and tear, Bruno. Rip and tear. We'll get it. We'll get it. No time. No time at all. Oh man, we're doing this the hard way. I've got this saw right here with a demo blade, but it's so loud and I can't find my ear thingies, and so that's what you get for being a disorganized idiot. Although it just occurred to me, I wonder if they're on my little machines, because sometimes I wear them when I'm riding those. My hearing's bad enough from rock and rolling power tools, and that's so loud, so we're doing the Sawzall. All this will come off, but great big preference would be to do it from, 2.5 feet up, standing on a flat floor, not on a ladder, working above my head. Let's go look over there. That would be great. Dang it, no dice. Sometimes I just hang them right there, or right there. Poop. All right, that's pretty solid. That's good news. We got a truck with some floor joists and some more floor joists, which is pretty exciting because that means we're doing floor joists. One just wanted to hang on, Now for the exciting bit. Can you see it? Can you see it now? I wonder if we got it even close to level. And looks like we're running uphill a little bit. We'll see. Level, level, level. Come here, you. Moment of truth. Boy, howdy. Would you even believe it? Wouldn't at all. Wouldn't at all. That's awesome. It's totally awesome.